Welcome to the deep dive. We know you want to get smart, fast about building wealth right here in Michigan using that report you sent over.
Yeah, consider this your personalized tour.
We're aiming this right at you. A professional, technically skilled, you've got savings, good credit.
Exactly. Our mission today, really
Yeah.
laser focused, find those real pathways to, significant wealth growth in Michigan, specifically for someone with your profile.
Okay. So we'll hit, what, three key areas? High potential investments.
Yep, entrepreneurial opportunities that really play to your tech strengths.
And strategic real estate moves too.
That's the plan.
All right, let's jump right into high growth investments then. The report talks a lot about Michigan's venture capital scene, angel investors. It mentions the MVCA, Michigan Venture Capital Association.
Right, the MVCA. And they're important because they really help foster that whole ecosystem.
Okay, and why does that matter for, someone listening with a tech background?
Well, two things, really. First, if you're thinking of starting your own tech venture, a strong VC scene means better odds of finding funding right here.
Makes sense.
And second, it gives you potential investment opportunities in cutting-edge stuff you might actually understand better than most, like Michigan Rise.
Ah, yeah, the report mentions them. Investing like 50K to 250K.
Exactly. Early stage, often focused on advanced materials, software, life sciences, and they look for matching funds.
Which suggests the company already has some traction, right?
Yeah.
Some validation.
Precisely. A bit less risky, perhaps. Then you've got Spark Capital, similar range, pre-seed, seed stage.
Also tech, Michigan-based, and they look for private co-investors too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Invest Detroit, they have more of a mission-driven approach, equitable development, diverse founders.
Still tech-focused, though. Scalable ideas.
Oh, yeah. Looking for that minimum viable product, something ready to grow. The report also flags the Michigan Investment Network.
Right, the connector platform. But it adds a little warning about fraud, which is smart. Always need due diligence.
Always. Then there's the state's own program, the SBVCP. Again, early stage tech, mobility, advanced manufacturing, aligning with state goals.
And some bigger VC names, too. Plymouth Growth, Detroit Venture Partners.
Yeah, Beringia, Arboretum, RPM, quite a few established players. And don't forget the Wolverine Venture Fund.
The student-run one at U of M.
That's pretty
cool.
First one ever, actually. They're into SaaS, biotech, health tech, often a good sign of what's coming next.
Interesting. And Michigan Capital Network,
Yes.
helping seed ideas grow.
Right, through angel groups and funds,
Mhm.
like the Michigan Angel Fund focusing on, say, alternative energy, mobility,
Yeah.
around 350K initial, usually.
And Grand Angels over in West Michigan?
Yep. Capital plus, mentorship, IT, life sciences, maybe 100K to 300K to start. So, yeah, pretty busy early stage scene.
Definitely sounds active. Okay, shifting gears slightly.
Yeah.
The report also points to publicly traded Michigan companies' stocks.
Right, not just startups.
Yeah.
We see examples like Jackson Financial showing, 30% growth, Visteon too.
Yeah, Visteon and Autotech, Penske Automotive, Borg Warner. Even GM saw decent growth.
And Alley Financial too. Plus others like Neogen, Perigo, and Altair Engineering. That one had a really high earnings forecast, didn't it?
It did, yeah, over 50% annual forecast. Even CMS Energy showed potential, maybe more long-term.
What's kind of neat here is the variety. For someone technical, growth in auto tech like Visteon or engineering software like Altair, those might be areas you have some insight into.
Good point. Know the sector, maybe understand the investment better.
Exactly. Now, the report just briefly mentions alternative investments, private equity, hedge funds.
Right, the stuff that's usually for accredited investors.
Yeah, typically higher income or net worth needed. Higher risk, too, generally. And your money's often tied up longer, less liquid.
Got it. So higher barrier to entry there. Okay, we've covered investing. What about actually building something, using those technical skills entrepreneurially?
Yeah, the report touches on that, both online and local opportunities. Michigan's small business scene is strong, healthcare too, and online research, e-commerce is obviously big everywhere.
But what's specific to Michigan here for a tech entrepreneur?
Well, Michigan's really evolving. We think manufacturing, but it's becoming a serious hub for tech, R&D, especially like next-gen mobility, clean energy.
Even in the UT, right? Universities, so smart zones helping out.
Absolutely. So for someone technical, there's real potential to launch something in these growing fields. Resources like the SBDC, the MEDC, they can help navigate things.
Insulting regulations, the practical stuff.
And crucially, protecting your idea. Patents, trademarks, super important for tech.
Can't forget that. Okay, finally, strategic real estate. The The report mentioned rental properties being profitable, maybe places like Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor.
Yeah, relatively reasonable home prices compared to some coasts, and strong rental demand. House flipping is mentioned too, but that takes serious market research and Reno know-how.
Right, it's not just buy and sell.
Definitely not. But real estate can be a solid, tangible part of a wealth strategy. The report suggested West Michigan's market might stay strong, and maybe some growth in Metro Detroit, depending on interest rates and population shifts.
Okay, so let's pull this all together for our listener. We've talked about strategic investing in Michigan's companies, public and private.
Right, leveraging those tech skills maybe to build your own venture.
And also, considering the real estate market here, seems like Michigan offers quite a few different routes for a technically skilled person to build wealth.
It really does. Which kind of leads to a final thought for you listening. Given this changing economic landscape in Michigan and everything we just discussed, what specific areas, maybe sectors or investment strategies, really resonate with your technical background and your own comfort level with risk?
Yeah, something to chew on. What really clicks for you as you think about growing your wealth here in the next few years? Definitely dig deeper into what caught your interest today.